If you live in Australia, there's one thing that I think you should do right now. It won't cost you a cent, but it will give you access to lots of good information about radio, electronics, and almost any other topic. Visit the National Library of Australia website. That's nla.gov.au. Order yourself a National Library of Australia membership card. It's free and you can do it online. Just put in your name, I think they need your email, mailing address, and in about a week's time you'll get an envelope in your letterbox with a card like this and a brochure. And then you just go onto the NLA website, you log in, you've got a user ID. The other thing that you need to provide, you put in your surname. There's no password to remember. But anyway, once you're logged in properly with the help of your membership card, you can get access to information resources that you couldn't otherwise get hold of. What sort of things are available? Keep watching and I'll show you a few. Here's the NLA website. Under e-resources, I just put in FM transmitter circuit. And anyway, there's all sorts of things on building your own FM transmitter and links to some PDFs. They range from pretty arcane to practical stuff that you can build. Want an example of the latter? Well, here's a nice article. It looks like it's a PDF from 1999, and it was in the American magazine Popular Electronics. Anyway, there's some circuits there and parts lists, full descriptions. Looks like there's about 3 or 4 circuits and how you can connect things to them. So, yeah, that's just a random example. If you like to have fun with little FM transmitters, then here's a great article. And if you've already got Popular Electronics, it's the July 1999 issue. So, yep, that's just one example of what you can get on the National Library of Australia website, provided you've joined up and got the card. I've just typed in Amateur Radio Australia and there's 344 results. And just having a look. Bits and pieces. Ham is where the heart is. Bulletin magazine with Newsweek 2001. Keeping in touch. Amateur radio skills prove useful during bushfire emergencies. When was that? That was 2020. And that was a ABC news item. So there we are. There's Tony Feller, who's a VK3, and Weiss in Victoria. Anyway, a big long article from ABC Regional News. And let's see if we can find others. Amateur radio buffs battled to get messages through council red tape. Sounds like a issue with antenna towers. Amateur radio honours pioneers of wireless communication. Notice to amateur radio operators by Australian Communications and Media Authority. This was back in 2012. Oh, it's a media release. Australian Communication and Media Authority issued the following media release. Amateur radio operators have been put on notice by the ACMA that they need to abide by the law following the successful prosecution from Melbourne's western suburbs. The 63-year-old man pleaded guilty in the Werribee Magistrates Court, 11th of January 2012, to several offences after an extensive investigations into alleged breaches of the Radio Communication Act 1992. So there we are. There's a little release there. How Aussie uni students convinced NASA to launch the first amateur radio satellite. I think that was back in the 60s. Amateur Radio Club celebrates centenary. Amateur Radio Group back on the airwaves. Anyway, there's quite a bit here with various amateur radio events and things, newspaper articles and the like. Let us put in, I don't know, transmitter receiver circuit. Radio circuit. Let's see what we get with that. Okay, all sorts of bits and pieces. Ham radio circuits. Let's have a look at that. Circuit circus. Every so often I like to show a few simple circuits. What happens if you click on antenna tuner? Oh, this does not, talks about figures. Oh, contents. What if you press on contents? It's parts list, but I can't see diagrams. Anyway, it's not much good. Anyway, some things you get are actual PDFs, so they're good, and you can read it and complete with the diagram. So, yep, that's just a few bits and pieces on radio. No doubt there's stuff from other topics as well. The main point is it's absolutely free. It only takes a minute, and you can be looking at stuff of great interest, not only for radio and electronics, but many other topics as well. That's National Library of Australia. Join them and get a membership card, and you can browse all sorts of online resources not otherwise available. And if you are near the National Library in Canberra, then you can also get other stuff. So yeah, nla.gov.au, have a look and order a card, and it should be of great interest to those who like reading stuff, finding out, and whatever.